Try again. Oh, I'm singing away to myself here because I've had so many technical problems that I was not expecting it to work. So, yay, it worked first time. Unbelievable. So I guess this reading was meant to be done at this point in time, which is actually a day later than it should be, but I kind of had to do a catch up due to technical difficulties. So, as always, we're doing Jesus Calling, a reading from here. Sarah Young is the author, and it's enjoying peace in his presence. So this is my third reading, in a row to catch up the 13th, 14th, and 15th of May, and it's been a bit of a fun fest. So here's the reading from May 14th. I am a mighty God. Nothing is too difficult for me. I have chosen to use weak ones like you to accomplish my purpose. Your weakness is designed to open you up to my power. Therefore, do not fear your limitations or measure the day's demands against your strength. What I require of you is to stay connected to me, living in trusting dependence on my limitless resources. When you face unexpected demands, there is no need to panic. Remember that I am with you. Talk with me and listen while I talk you through each challenging situation. I am not a careless God. When I allow difficulties to come into your life, I equip you fully to handle them. Relax in my presence, trusting in my strength. And this ties in with Luke 1, verse 37. 2 Corinthians 12, verse 9. So that's not bad. I know there's progress when I can read the verses. The way the book's set up, in case you haven't seen it before, I've showed it in many videos, but there's Bible verses that are at the bottom of each page, and they're written in a little bit different font and a lighter font than the rest of the reading. And sometimes, or certainly when I started to not wear my glasses, it was difficult for me to see the numbers. I can guess usually at the words, at the actual chapter, but I can't always see the numbers, to get the chapter and verse. So it's exciting for me. I spoke in the last reading I did about the fact that my eyes, do cause me problems because they're not working properly yet. And I believe that they will work properly. And if I'm proven wrong, I'm proven wrong. But I have this belief and this faith that I've been guided to do this experiment with no glasses for a reason. And, whether it's to slow me down, which it does, because I can't do things as fast as I would have done before. My physical body also has had aches and pains, which have slowed me down physically. So I'm kind of going through this year, especially the last few weeks, at a much slower pace than I have ever done in my whole, 6+ decades. And it's strange, but I do have faith. This book jumped off the bookshelf. Seriously, it just jumped off the bookshelf and asked to be bought in the fall last year. And, there's no coincidences. God is guiding my life. And I have, these unexpected demands that we can have in our lives. And my unexpected demands were that this YouTube channel was not working when I was trying to go live. And it's learning to let that go. It's like, okay, well, that's not what's supposed to be happening just now. Maybe you're supposed to be doing something else. Maybe you're trying to rush this, or maybe it's not the right time for somebody to find it. There's a whole bunch of reasons. And God doesn't want us to think that we're weak either, but our weakness is designed to open us up to his power. So the weaker we are and the more trusting we become of God and Jesus, the more trusting we become of ourselves, because we are God, we are Jesus, in our heart, in our core, in our kind of hidden center. That's where the connection is. And everybody's connected to everything in my belief system, so, the creator, the universe, we are part of it, and it is part of us. So we are it and it is us. It's a bit like the wave in the ocean. the wave can't exist without the ocean, and the ocean can't exist without the wave. They are part of each other. So I think of God and Jesus and myself like that. Oh, my 5 minutes is up. Never mind. Namaste. Love to you all. Bye now. Bye.